Velwal from Art and Progressive School welcomes you all to your English literature class. So, my dear little kids, how are you all? I hope that you all must be fit, fine, and healthy and must be taking well care of yourself and must be paying attention towards your studies too, isn't it? So, little kids, once again, I welcome you all to your English class. As we all know that nowadays we are doing our literature portion, that is Unit 2, Flying Together. So, as we have already started this chapter, our half of the chapter has been finished. So, today also we will continue the same story. Okay. So, before reading the next part of it, let's summarize what we have read till now. My dear students, once upon a time there was a deep forest, and in that deep forest there was one tall tree, and that tree was having very leafy branches, and in that tall tree there lived many geese, and among those geese there was one old wise bird also who used to suggest and tell correct things to other geese also. And you know, dear children, all the geese, they used to find themselves very safe in that tree. So one day, what happened, dear children? The old wise bird, it saw one creeper under the foot of the tree. Okay, एक बार की बात है, उस wise old bird ने foot of the tree के नीचे क्या देखा? एक creeper देखा. He saw that creeper, and at the same moment he talked and told to the other geese that there is one creeper under the foot of the tree and we must uproot that creeper. So then the other birds, they said in surprise, why to just uproot that creeper? It is so small. What harm it can do to us? The other geese just answered the old wise bird. Then the old wise bird, it said that although this creeper is very small right now, but when it will become big and it will reach up to the height, it may harm us. Many of the thieves, it can come to the top of the tree and can trap us. But listening to the old wise bird, nobody listened to him. किसी ने उसकी बात अच्छे से नहीं मानी, and even they, after listening the things, they forgot all the things what the old wise bird it has suggested. Then what happened, dear children? After a few days, that creeper, it grew up and reached up to the tree. ऊपर tree तक क्या हुआ? It reached up to the tree. And one day what happened? One thief came in the forest and he saw that tree. And he said, oh, here the wild geese used to live. Okay, let's see. Let them come in the evening. I will trap them all. I will catch them also. What did the thief done? Hunter, he just, what he did? He just put the net over the tree and trap all the birds. Let's continue and read the rest part of the chapter. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net. As they flew into the tree, they were trapped. They struggled hard to get out but could not. Help, help, cried the geese. We are caught in the hunter's net. Oh, what shall we do? So, my dear children, when the hunter, he just put the whole net over the tree, then what happened? In the evening, when all the birds, they returned back home. Okay, home is where the birds live. Birds used to live in tree, na? So it is birds' home. Okay, tree क्या होता है? Birds का home होता है. So when all the birds they returned back home, they did not notice the net. All the birds did not notice the net that hunter has put net over the tree. किसी ने भी ध्यान नहीं दिया कि हंटर ने नेट लगा दिया. And they flew into the tree. Then when they came from outside, they flew under the tree. वो tree के ऊपर चले गए. And then when the moment they went into the tree, they were trapped. They were trapped. उन सबको वो किस में पकड़े गए? वो जाल में क्या हुए? They trapped in the net. Then they struggled hard to get out. Struggled means होता है a forceful effort. मतलब वो बहुत फड़फड़ाए. They just tried to just come out from that net, but it was useless. They were not be able to come out from that net. Then afterwards, what the geese done? Geese just they cried out, "Help! Help! We are caught in the hunter's net." They said, "Please, please, someone come and help us. We are just trapped in the hunter's net." हम hunters के net में फंस गए हैं. And now, what shall we do? हमें क्या करना चाहिए?
Don't make a fuss now, said the wise old bird. Long ago, I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now, see what has happened. Tomorrow morning, the hunter will come back and kill us all. We were foolish, wept the birds. We are very sorry we did not listen to you. Please tell us what to do. Then listen carefully, replied the wise bird. When the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not want dead birds. He will throw us to the ground. It will then be easy for him to climb down, collect the dead birds and take away home. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away.
Kids, now when all the birds were trapped in the net and they were crying for the help. So at that time, the old wise bird, it said to the other geese that now there is no need to make a fuss. Fuss means होता है so unnecessary concern about something. Means किसी बात में बेकार की बात करना. So what he said, the old wise bird, it said that when I have told you, when I had given you the advice a few days back that please uproot that creeper, otherwise later on it will cause harm. Then at that time you all have not listened to me. You all have taken the things lightly. You haven't listened to my advice. So now see what has happened. Now you yourself has been trapped in the hunter's net. Now there is no need to make a fuss. Now tomorrow morning the hunter will come in the tree, up in the tree, and he will kill us all. Now this hunter will come tomorrow and he will kill us all. The old bird, it said like this. Now the other geese, what they said, yes, really, we were foolish. हम सब बेवकूफ थे. We are so sorry that we have not listened to your advice. Then afterwards, all the geese, they have said sorry to the old wise goose that we are really very much sorry that we haven't listened to your advice. हम आपसे क्षमा प्रार्थी हैं that हमने आपकी advice नहीं मानी. Now we are in loss. We are in harm. Now we are trapped in the hunter's net. So now they just requested the old wise bird that please suggest us that what should we do now. अब हमें क्या करना चाहिए? Then the old wise bird, he said, now listen carefully. बहुत ध्यान से सुनना, that when the hunters come, you all must pretend to be dead. Old wise bird ने कहा ऐसा करना, that when tomorrow morning when the hunter will come back, you just pretend yourself to be dead. इसका मतलब कि जब next morning जब कल hunter आएगा, then you just pretend yourself. You just pretend means होता है to show. उसको hunter को ऐसा show करना that you are dead now, कि आप मर चुके हो, and you just be still. आप जैसे हो वैसे ही रहना, like this, or whichever position you are, you just be still and pretend yourself to be dead. Now the hunter don't want any dead birds. Now hunter को तो अगर if you will pretend yourself to be dead, अगर आप अपने आप को death हुआ दिखाएंगे, pretend करेंगे, then hunter don't want dead birds. और hunter को dead birds, मरी हुई birds तो चाहिए नहीं होती है. So what he will do, he will throw us on the ground. When we all will pretend us to be dead, then the hunter, what he will do, he will just throw one by one, he will throw all the birds in the ground. वो सारी birds को क्या करेगा? He will throw us on the ground one by one, and it will then be easy for him to climb down. Then when he will throw all the birds, when he will throw one by one all the birds in the ground, जब सारी birds को वो ground में नीचे फेंक देगा, then it will be very easy for the hunter also to come to the ground and collect the birds, and then afterwards to collect the birds and take them home, और अपने घर ले जाने के लिए उसको आसान रहेगा. So what happened when the last of us has been thrown down? जब हम में से जब लास्ट वाले को जैसे ही the moment the hunter will throw the last bird in the ground, what we will do, we must quickly get up and fly away. The moment the last bird will be thrown down in the ground, at that very moment all the birds we will quickly get up and will fly away. ठीक है, जैसे ही सारी बर्ड्स को वो नीचे फेंक देगा, तो वैसे ही हम सारी की सारी बर्ड्स क्या करेंगे, हाँ फटाफट उड़ जाएंगे.
In the morning, the hunter came to the tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the net. They are all dead, he muttered to himself. He threw them out of the net one by one. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once they got up, flapped their wings, and flew away. The hunter was taken by surprise. From the top of the tree, he watched all the geese fly away.
So my dear little kids, now all the geese, they had and planned that what to do the next when they all were trapped in the hunter's net. So one day what happened, in the next morning when the hunter came to the tree and he climbed up to the tree, जब next morning hunter आया and he climbed up to the tree, he looked at the geese in the net. What the hunter does, hunter just see the geese in the net. उसने net में geese को देखा, and what he saw, that he saw that they all are dead. सारी की सारी geese मर चुकी हैं. He muttered to himself. Mutter means होता है, muttered means होता है बड़बड़ाना. Talking to himself, अपने आप से बात करना. Many times it happens ना, even we also mutter to ourselves. हम अपने आप से कभी कभी बात करते हैं अकेले में. So in the same manner, the hunter, he also muttered to himself that, oh, now all the geese, they are dead. ये सारी की सारी geese तो मर चुकी है. And what he did, he threw them out the net one by one. What did the hunter started doing? Hunter ने क्या किया? He just took the bird and he just threw them in the ground one by one. उसने फेंकना शुरू कर दिया. And like other birds, other geese, they have already planned. They know कि this only the hunter will do. So he started throwing the geese one by one in the ground. So the bird lay still until the last one had been thrown down, and all the birds, although they were thrown in the ground, they all still stand like this in the same position. They were pretending themselves to be dead. सारी की सारी बर्ड जब तक हंटर ने लास्ट बर्ड ग्राउंड में नहीं फेंक दी, उन्होंने ऐसा प्रिटेंड किया कि वो मर चुकी हैं. हंटर ऊपर से फेंकता जा रहा था तो नीचे भी जाके भी बर्ड्स जो है बिल्कुल भी नहीं हिली. दे वर स्टिल एंड they were pretending themselves to be dead. And then when he thrown the last one in the ground, then all at means once means तुरंत. जैसे ही हंटर ने लास्ट बर्ड को नीचे फेंका, then at the same moment they got up. All the geese, they got up, flapped their wings. Flap their wings means होता है move wings up and down. Wings को ऊपर नीचे फैलाना. So when all the birds were thrown on the ground, they all the birds, they flapped their wings. अपनी wings को उन्होंने क्या किया? Flap किया and flew away from there. और वहां से उड़ गए. Then what happened? The hunter was surprised. Hunter क्या हो गया? He was very much surprised. What has happened? Right now, all the birds, they were dead. अभी तो सारी की सारी चिड़िया मर गई थी. Now, how can they flew over? How they are flying? ये कैसे उड़ रही हैं? He was very much surprised. He was not able to think also. Then, from the top of the tree, he watched all the geese fly away. Then, from the top of the tree, even he has not came down from the tree. He was just watching all the things what has been happening. So he was very much surprised, and in front of his eyes only, all the geese, they all flew away in the sky. So dear students, did you like this story? What moral you get from this story? आपको इससे क्या moral मिला? That we must always listen to our elders' advice. हमें हमेशा अपने से बड़ों की advice, उनका कहना मानना चाहिए. Whatever your elders suggest you to do, we must do that. We must not refuse to do any work, or we should take care of their advice. Okay? So I hope that you all must have enjoyed this story. Now we will do the question answer, and the rest of the exercise we will discuss in the Google Meet. Thank you and have a blessed day.